speaking to the Animal Welfare Amendment Bill, and I thought I might break from the tenor of the contributions to the debate and this stage of the bill and actually talk about the bill. Gosh, imagine. Because one of the things that hasn't been talked about very much and is the actual bill itself and what the bill actually does. And I'd just like to reiterate that it clarifies ownership. And I'm actually quite taken by Section 7, which amends Section 169, where it says the court may disqualify a person for any period that it thinks fit from being the owner of or exercising authority in respect of an animal or animals of a particular kind or description where the court convicts that person of an offence as prescribed in the offences. And I think that's really great. I don't think that a person, if they've been convicted of willful ill treatment of an animal, then I don't think they deserve to actually own or have authority for an animal for a period of time that the court decides. And it actually says that in making an order, the court may specify a minimum disqualification period. And I think if with a conviction, if that's easier for a court to make that determination, I think that's great. They don't deserve to own an animal if they can't look after it in the first instance. If they've had a couple of tries, then and they've found wanting, then I think that minimum disqualification period, well, it will be assessed in accordance with the actual offence, but I think it should be quite lengthy, because generally if they can't look after an animal in the first instance, any behaviours or further ownership or exercising of authority is probably going to be found to be wanting. And I'd just like to make a comment in reference to the amount of complaints made. There are a number of complaints made about ill treatment of animals that in actual fact are found to be not qualified. And what I mean by that is that a person actually isn't understanding necessarily what they're seeing. And I'll give you an example. There are horses that can be kept in a couple of paddocks, and the grass might look pretty short, but in actual fact those horses are in really good condition because they've been fed all sorts of other types of matter and not necessarily pasture. And so people, when they see a horse in a fairly empty paddock, don't necessarily know that horse is being fed a lot of other different types of feed and are in actually really good first-rate condition, because I knew I had that concern, went and spoke to the owners and had a look at the animals, and they told me what was actually happening. And so, they said they'd had a lot of complaints, but they were pretty spurious. So I'm just going to make that short comment. Just like to commend Simon Bridges for his excellent contribution in bringing this to the House, the Minister for his foresight in acknowledging the importance of this, and the government for taking it up, and the contribution of $8 million+ to furthering the care of animals in New Zealand. Great bill. Well done, everybody.
Mr. Speaker.
Dr. Cam Calder.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to rise and speak on this bill.